So, happy Thursday, sis.
Happy Thursday to you. I am
Yes,
so
ma'am.
proud of you.
Oh, you definitely have been an inspiration. Okay, that part right there will not be cut out. Y'all hear me? Miss Renata McFatten is in the house. We're
Yes, it's such a
people.
privilege to be here. I am super
Yes,
excited. I promise you right.
yes. So I do. I greatly appreciate you for saying yes to having a well-being sit down with Shebah El-Amin, Queen Sheba, where we are going to dive into spiritual and physical and how they mesh so well together, um, and definitely helping us in our overall well-being. But Miss Renata, she does both so well. So I have invited you. So let's tap into your way of thinking and how you take action by combining faith, velocity, fitness.
Yes,
Just,
ma'am.
so,
Yes.
so let me get it right because I'm gonna let you introduce yourself, but let me get it right because I remember I had wrote this down. So let me know if I left anything out. And Miss Renata McFadden is a woman of God, my sister in Christ. Not only a willing servant, but a woman with faith, fabulosity, minister and prophetess, Renata McFadden, torch carrier of the Chronicles of the Collection, health and wellness support group, co-author, Breaking Free from Invisible Bars with your beloved sister Asia P. Thurston. I feel like I'm missing something. Did I cover everything?
That was a beautiful introduction. I think they got enough. They got enough. Lay the groundwork. Yes, definitely.
How
Meditation,
it can be integrated
yeah.
daily.
Meditation and yoga are both spiritual things that can
Mm,
be incorporated to help with the physical. So, yeah,
yes, I
mindful,
love that.
deep breathing, those are spiritual things that help calm our body and get us in a place where we can actually develop more spiritual and
Yes,
develop more physical
I
meditation.
love it. And so, talk to me more about this community that you are building because you have more than one community that you're building. But it
Okay.
seems like it's
It,
coming together.
and well, primarily the health and wellness, of course, is Chronicles of the Curvaceous is a weight loss support group, and it's really not. I say weight loss support group, but I think I need to evolve that simply because it's not more. It's not just focused on weight loss, but it's about a holistic approach. So it's just emotional support, period. And
Yeah.
you don't have to necessarily be on a health and wellness journey to need somebody to support with the nutrition or with the psychological impact that life has on. So it's
Yes.
just a community, a faith-based community that give you the opportunity to have a sisterhood and have the support in life in general. We deal with emotional barriers, physical barriers, nutritional deficiencies, all of it. So we try to tackle all of it.
Yes. So can you
And
share how your oh go ahead, I'm sorry.
go ahead.
So can you share like can you give me an example of how your community supports others?
Okay, well, with Chronicles of the Curvaceous, annually we put together a health fair, and in our health fairs, we bring together different what is fitness motivators, actual medical practitioners, and give you the opportunity to have access to community outreach like the
Yeah.
Department of Family and Children Services and the Health Department and places like that to give you the opportunity to utilize free resources that are available and just like the spiritual aspect of teaching you mindfulness and prayer and those type of things. And then we also have, like I said, the regular just day-to-day support groups where you can actually log into online and get the support. We have the pre-recorded videos that are available on YouTube that you can be able to go back to the archives and get other tips where you don't actually have a person on a day-to-day basis.
Yes, yes, ma'am. And I also have been noticing you in the TikTok world. Tell me about your TikTok, ma'am.
Okay, so yeah, so TikTok, I have been dealing with the emotional side. I've been working with Breaking Free from Invisible Bars. We have the actual conferences and things like that. But now I am building a community on TikTok where I can actually talk about shedding light on gray areas in life, dealing with emotional barriers, mental blockage, just healing and just forgiveness and all kinds of stuff that may keep you from being able to have healthy relationships. So that's what
Mm, that's good. That's good. That's good.
and
So
opportunity to have prayer. We have the opportunity to just really just talk about real life issues.
and that's what we need. And that's I feel like we can definitely overcome things if we stop going into shells because I've been
Mhm.
guilty of that. And I'm just so grateful for how far God has brought me. Doing things like this, having conversation, meaningful conversations that are going to help us grow. It's been helping me come out of my shell a bit. And if I do have a struggle somewhere, I know that there are people that I can reach out to that can help me, align myself if I don't have the tools that I need. So, can you share some advice to those who may struggle to find spiritual connection along their wellness journey? I mean, how can they even begin by connecting spirituality with everyday?
Of course, definitely they have the local church. But if you're not affiliated with a local church, you can always do online support groups like
Mm,
Purpose Story talking about there are different avenues that you can get the support. But just even reaching out and talking to family members. Sometimes just talking to a family member who may already be in a place spiritually that can walk you through the teaching you different principles like prayer and studying different principles like this. You can get it. It's more than one avenue. I mean, starting is just that. I mean, acknowledging the fact that you have a desire to start and looking.
Right.
You got stuff like Google, and you can look up, what's available in your community. Because I
Yeah.
mean, especially if you're a college student, even on the college campuses, they're creating different small groups and different sessions that
Mm,
go with faith-based things. So
good. That's
there,
good.
it's available. Hmm.
It's available. So, sis, for somebody who may not be motivated to physically exercise, like what are some of the things that you would recommend? Because it's healthy for us to have physical movement, period,
Even
and to
biblical,
be intentional.
the Bible says that bodily exercise profits little. The
Okay.
main objective to getting healthy is changing your diet. A lot of people don't realize that 80% of weight loss and all that stuff is by nutrition. They
Mm-hmm.
they go at it because people put a lot of emphasis on the physical activity, but it's
Mm-hmm.
more what you put in your mind. Just watching, cutting your portions back, making sure that you're actually having a balanced meal when you actually sit down and eat. Stay
Yeah.
really stay on the outer perimeters of the grocery store. When you go in and you buy fresh produce, you buy stuff that has a less of a shelf life. The easier it's gonna go bad, the better it is for you because they don't have
Mm,
all the preservatives in it, and it's gonna be your body's gonna break it down better. So
that's
if you don't
good.
have ability as far as the stamina and with working out, start there. But all of us, unless you are in a wheelchair, all of us can walk. Give yourself 15
Mm-hmm.
minute walk
Mm-hmm.
2 to 3 days a week. You do that.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm not talking about just dragging your feet. I'm talking about getting a brisk walk enough for your heart rate to get elevated
Yes. Yes.
3 times a week, and you'll see a big difference. Cardio is the first line of exercising that all of us can do, and it'll make a difference. You make when you're going in the grocery store, park further away from the store.
Mm,
That gives you the
mm.
opportunity to get more steps in, and you're building your heart, your stamina up, and you're gonna build your heart muscle by doing little things like that.
Yes. Thank you for the
Taking the
small
stairs,
things.
taking the stairs instead of getting on the elevator. Those type
Yeah.
of
Yes. So, how important is mindset? What if somebody they're like, I don't.
the experts say it takes 21 days to develop a habit. So even if
Okay.
you're not in a position right now where you may look at it as the whole grand scheme of things, say, oh man, I'm not a physical person, I can't do this. Well, then you challenge yourself and say, hey, I'm gonna work on one thing for 21 days.
Hmm.
Find you
Mm,
it's okay. I'm gonna incorporate more walking for the next 21 days. I'm gonna give myself a 10-15 minute actual exercise time of walking, and you write it
yeah.
down. And you check it off. When you start to see that you check that thing off, it's gonna encourage you, and then you'll get to the point where, man, I got 21 days, and then you'll start to be motivated, and it'll become a natural thing for you. And then it's like, okay, man, you're missing. You won't want to do it then because your body is so used to it. It's a psychological
Right.
connection to it.
Yes. So, sis, okay. So, as far as setting goals, so we know short term and long term goals are going to look different. Some people may be
Well, you need to make sure
apprehensive
any
to
type of
make
goal that
them.
you're setting is a smart goal. And what I mean
Okay.
by smart, it has to be simple, which is it got to be simple. It has to be measurable. It has to be
Hmm.
attainable or achievable, and it has to be realistic and time sensitive. So you want to make sure that when you're setting a goal, okay, it's simple. It's something that I can do. I can measure it because I'm going to give myself, okay, say I'm losing 10 pounds. I can measure that. I can count the 10 pounds. It's
Right.
it's achievable. It's
Mhm.
realistic. Yeah, you're going. You may guess you may need to lose 100 pounds, but do not start with 100 pounds because that's not realistic. You're gonna set yourself
Right.
up for failure for that. Okay, and I'm gonna
Hmm.
give myself 30 days to lose 10 pounds. That's a smart goal. It's realistic. In 30 days, statistically, they say 2 to 3 pounds a week is a healthy amount of weight. If you lose more
Okay.
than that, then you're going too fast, and your body's
Mm.
not gonna be able to keep up with it, and you're not gonna be the elasticity in your skin is not going to match it, and you'll find yourself having droopy skin and stuff like that behind trying to go too fast. So,
I like that. Yeah, I didn't know that. That's good. That's good. So yes, and you just broke down how important small goals will equal up to the greater picture. We got to be smart about it and have to be realistic. And so for someone who may say, "Hey, yeah, the doctor told me I got to, take all this medicine." Isn't there a way to counteract taking as much medicine if you incorporate exercise and diet? Some
well,
of those pills may be able to disappear.
eliminate it may be eliminated. A lot of the physical diseases that are produced that show up in our body really can be reversed by changing our diet and exercise. But because we're so acclimated to the medication, we choose to lean more to that side than a natural approach because okay, well, it's easier to go to the
Right.
pharmacy. to and pick up a prescription than it is for you
Hmm.
to say, "Hey, I'm going to change my diet." I don't want to
Amen.
give you don't want to you don't want to give up what's convenient for us or my lifestyle. But the thing about it, you train your palate to be that, and you can train
Hmm.
your palate to actually like healthy things. It's just a matter of developing a discipline. And at the end of the day, when you really think about it, if you're not gonna help, you got to do your part when it comes down to your own food, and you have
Yeah.
to be changing your mindset about it. And the way you're gonna change your mindset about it is by putting those thoughts in before your mind, doing your research and understanding. Okay, hey, listen, I got in this condition because why? How did I get here? Let's take high blood pressure for you're gonna look
Hmm.
at look up the high blood pressure. Where does it come from? Now you're gonna begin to do your research on how did these things happen in my life, whether it was
Hmm.
my family, or whether it's me my poor eating, or whether it's my lack of activity. I start to look at the different causes, and then I see where
Hmm.
I can make the small changes in those areas in my own life. We can't change our
Yeah.
genetics. We know that
Right.
that's just a given. But I can
Hmm.
change how much sodium I put in my diet. I can
Hmm.
change how much water I'm drinking. I can change if I'm eating fried foods and I can bake my food instead of frying them. So there are things that I can do on my part to reduce my. And if they're telling me work cardio 3 to 4 days a week at 30 minutes is going to help lower my blood pressure, then I can put in. Hey, I'm gonna get me a 30-minute walk in. If you
Yes.
start listening to music while you're walking,
Hmm.
it's going to distract you from the fact that you're actually exercising and allow you to get through that process easy.
Yes, sis. I like that. So what I heard you saying is that we do have to make a conscious decision to
Yes, it
work
is.
on our own physical health and incorporating spiritual guidance and presence will help us along the way. And
Mhm.
we also have to plan because I heard you say, okay, if you're going to go on a walk, that you can listen to music. So those are just small things that you can do. Hey, you're getting ready to do your exercise. You need your music. You need your little, your sweat towel, or you need whatever. But I hear you saying it can be done, but we have to do it with intention and
Yes,
plan.
it is. And I mean,
Yes.
it's like you routinely schedule other things, the doctor's appointments, things like that. Put it on your calendar. Hey, I'm gonna work out Monday, Wednesday, Friday, at 6:30. You put it on your
Mm-hmm.
calendar, then you're gonna make yourself more self-conscious about doing it. Then it'll
Yeah.
become a part of your routine. Even if you gotta set your alarm. And of course, at first, when you start to do the exercise, it's gonna be a challenge because you hadn't done it in a long time. But at the
Mm-hmm.
same time, when you start to find ways to make it fun and make it be something that you are drawn to do, like you're looking forward to. For me, I looked at it as, okay, this is something that I get to do. I had to change my mindset about it because this is my me time, so to speak. Okay, I got to be here for my husband. I got to be here for my child. I got to do all this stuff for the job. Now, for me, I'm going to give myself 30 minutes a
Yeah.
day to be able to get some exercise. This is me decompressing and getting away from the world and allowing myself to relieve some of the stress. It
Yeah.
definitely cardio will definitely lower your stress level. It helps. It makes
Yeah.
it easier for you to be able to deal with the day-to-day life. Looking forward to just building a community of people and being able to help other people realize that, hey, where you are, it doesn't have to be a final. It's not your final destination.
Yeah.
God has a plan for all of our lives. And when we get out of His permissive will and into His divine will, then we begin to
Mm-hmm.
see, man, okay, I understand what the fight has been all about. I understand why I had to go through all of the things that I went through. I went through it
Yeah.
because of birth and purpose.
Yes. Yes, sis. Yes. And as I see you today, sitting so calm and poised, it just shows how God has just worked on you and continue to use you. I'm just so grateful to be.
I'm excited about now that I understand. Sometimes we go through hardships in life. We think that the world is against us and all those
Yeah,
things. But now that
true.
I understand why the enemy fought me so much,
Mm.
I'm like, okay,
Okay, it makes sense.
I'll be this person that you didn't want me to be because I understand. Oh, this was what you was trying to hold me from. Okay, I'll
Yeah.
be this person. I'm excited now because it was worth it. It was
Yes.
worth it to endure the hardship. It was worth it to endure the
Yeah.
abandonment for me to realize that, man, out of this strength, the
Mm.
strength came that I didn't even realize I never saw it coming. So
Yeah.
to rise up and to be strong and to be bold and
Yeah.
man, God, like the confidence, like the courageousness that I see that I have now after
Yeah.
going through all those years of low self esteem, after
Mm.
really feeling like, man, I didn't have anything to add to the table, to be in
Mm.
a place where, man, I know my worth.
Yeah.
It's so worth it.
That's amazing. That's amazing. Anybody who hears this, I hope that they are definitely encouraged. That, and I like how you say it. It's not where you start.
It's not where you start. Where we are right now is not our final destination. God
Yes.
hasn't finished revealing to us where He has created us for. He hadn't even
Yes.
our purpose is not even completely. I mean, there are gifts and there's callings that hadn't even woke up yet. So
Mm,
imagine what it's going to be like when we fully walk in, when we get to our full maturity in Christ. So I'm like, okay, God, like I'm ready. I'm here for it.
yes, yes. So, sis, I want to ask you any encouraging words that you would like to share with anybody who may be on the fence of starting their journey of
Just
wellness.
start.
Just start.
Just start.
Just start.
Just start.
Yes.
You know,
And,
so many times we waste time trying to put
mm,
all the pieces together, trying to figure out. Just
it's true.
start. You
It's
start
true.
where you are with what you can do. Because at the end
Yes.
of the day, if you do the best of what you can do, you can always evolve and mature and actually take that thing to a next level. Everybody got
Mm,
to go that level. So don't
mm,
get mad. Or the Bible says, "Do not despise the day of small beginnings." So just
yeah.
because it's little right now, that don't mean that it ain't gonna blossom into something major. So you do
Right.
little, take the little and
Yeah.
maximize that little, and allow God to show yourself
Mm,
trustworthy to God with that little, and watch
yes.
Him be ruler over much.
Yes.